much we have.
Yo, so I'll just give some time for people to join. And I know it's a bit impromptu, but screw it, as is life, you know. What's that silly light up there for? I don't know if I can fix my lighting. Better for you guys. Yeah. Does that work? Probably not. Probably not. So we'll just wait for some people to come on. And I will just do a few bits before we start. Can I share this stream anywhere? Just put a post out in here. Sweet. Hola, how are we doing, Azam? I'm just going to wait for some more people to join. Give me 1 second. How are we all doing on this Black Friday weekend? I know it's a Saturday evening, so you probably got better things to do. That's why I thought I would jump on now if anyone's got any plans later on. But yeah, I've been a bit quiet on this channel for some number of weeks. Just logging into a few things. See if we can get some more people on this stream. Oh god, what's that? Oh, that is. Continue. Why is it asking me for that? Asking me just to confirm a phone number. 1 sec. What's it sending me now? All this verification stuff. Weird. Continue. Sign me in. Vikram, how you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Where are you? Whereabouts are you coming in from, guys? Where are you in the UK? Are you a different country? Sorry about this light as well. It's a bit of a. If I can fix that. No. Trying to fix this. Oh god, big light across my face. Not ideal, is it? That's better. There we go. We're winning. Yeah, if you guys want to, I just want to business, throw in the comments and we'll just chat about it. I'm just literally grabbing a few links that you guys might find interesting as well for a bit of a Black Friday deal I've got going on some events. You might be interested in that. And yeah, drop me some love in the comments as well, because I think that helps with the algorithm and shares it to more people, which is quite cool. Where are we at? More discounts. Where are we at? Send code. code. Oh my God. Trying to log into things to share this live stream, and man, everything just keeps asking me for verification and everything. It's like crazy. But we'll deal with it. I'd rather have that than someone break into my accounts. Well, that's just us three so far. Where are we at? Well, everyone, Black Friday's changed over the years, hasn't it? I mean, there's a lot of people that had Black Friday deals running now for weeks. And I'm sure Black Friday, like yesterday, like people run the deals until like tomorrow night. So I'd probably do the same. But I feel like people drag Black Friday out now as if it's like a Black Friday month, which I think is weird. But yeah. Create product, disputes, payment links. There we go. That's what I want. New payment link. Oh. Go. There we go. That's what I wanted. I've nearly finished doing what I'm doing here. Just decent, but I'm still listening. Black Friday. Yeah, Laura just said it. Black Friday is a month, literally. Heard it the first time. I don't know if you guys have much going on this weekend or what, but I thought I'd just jump on because I've not been on for ages. I've had so much stuff going on, which I can update you on. Wait a second. Go. Oh, what is happening here? Sorry, I'm just updating some links. Sweet. Save that. Oops, save that. Publish changes. Cool. Done. Done. Yo, Martin Duckworth. Or is it Mark Martin? Yeah, guys, if you have any questions on anything, I'm happy to talk about more than just copywriting. If you guys want to talk about personal branding, growing a business, the M is anything. Is that for me to interpret? So I can just call you Master Duckworth if I wanted to. Yes. Whereabouts are you all coming in from? Are you all in the UK? I probably could have got a lot more people on this live if I'd actually told people about it. I literally got in from a ride before my bike and was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go live on this channel. So I'm going to go for half an hour. But I'll tell you what, I'll just paste in here. There we go. And this is mainly for anyone who... we go here. Let's just make sure I've got the right thing. Cool. Blah, blah, blah. Sound. So, yeah, for Black Friday this year, I'm just going to literally take like 30% off my 0 to paid copywriting course. If anybody wants to get started with copywriting, there's a link here in the chat where you can just go through and get it for 30% off if you want to get started with copywriting. So that's like my Black Friday deal. But I want to talk about more than just copywriting. So if any of you guys do, okay, let's start with this. How's the highest client close you managed to get? So for me, highest client close, like the highest retainer deal I had was $6,000 a month, and that was for me to look after somebody's email marketing. That's all it was. I don't really think people understand the power of email marketing. Well, the businesses that pay copywriters that much do, clearly, because the revenue that I was helping generate for clients, or this specific client, was like way in excess of that. So you can see how powerful it is. I think it's like a on average, a 1 in 39 or 1 in 40 return. So every dollar that someone puts into advertising for email marketing, they'll get back 39 times that. That's why I focused solely on becoming an email copywriter, because it was the best option, easiest to get started with, and it was easy to produce good ROI for a company. If they already had an email list of people ready to buy, I would just come in and be the email copywriter and help them with campaigns, promotions, and just crush. So yeah, 6K a month was my highest retainer, and then had some deals that were pay per performance. Miss your emails late. I actually haven't sent that many emails. I went a bit MIA recently. I just like had almost a bit of a break off. My focus was on a few other different things. But I think I will probably get back on emailing almost daily and starting to put some different trainings and things together for people who are interested in different things. We've had all sorts of different things going on. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff going on. Howdy, Basher. How you doing? I'm making a sales page for an IG prospect I finished, and I'm in the editing process. When do you know it's good enough to send out to them? So you have to give me a few more details on that, Master Duckworth. So you have a sales page for just one single IG prospect. I'm finished. I'm editing the process. When do you know? The thing with this is like, right, some copywriters, and this goes for most things actually, they'll spend so long, until they think it's 100%, like almost perfectionism. And in reality, when copywriting and business rewards speed. And I'm not saying send out a crappy piece of work, but if something is 80% of the way there and it has all the elements of a good sales page, depending on what kind of like writing framework you're using, addresses pain points, the customer's desire, has a good offer in there, and encourages people to take action, and you're happy with it, then just send it, ship it. That's what I was always taught. Like, because you could spend a lifetime going back and forward with trying to tweak things so it's absolutely perfect. Whereas what I'm saying is like, just get it 8% of the way, and 8% of the way there, send it to the client. If they use it or when they use it, start measuring the results from there and start tracking things. And then you can start tweaking messaging and things like that. I've been reading your emails. I like them. Oh, cool. Nice. Thank you. I try to, like, the emails that I've always done, and I think I probably focus on more. Well, I'm actually in the middle of putting in some new material for Zero to Paid right now, which is all about ghostwriting specifically and AI. Because I think AI is like, I feel a lot of copywriters, let's say, for example, if any of you guys in here are looking at getting started with copywriting, and the reason you're not starting is because you think AI is going to take your job, or like you're going to become irrelevant. And that's like a legit fear. But the way I see it is, if you think like that, then you will be replaced by AI. And the way going forward as a copywriter, you have to learn how to use the tools and become almost like an AI manager, right? And you're still doing copywriting, but what AI has done for us is enabled us to take on more clients, pump out work way faster. I'm not saying rely on it completely, but I use AI a lot. But then I also make sure it's got the human touch in it, because if I read something that's been written by a crappy ChatGPT prompt, it's so obvious. And it's just like, it's written by ChatGPT, there's no substance to it. Whereas if it's been written by, ChatGPT and a human, I can often tell pretty quick. I'm glad you opened my email. That's cool. Yes, one prospect. Doing loads but not getting anything done out there. Unfinished bridges. Yeah, that's almost like a skill in itself. like to actually take a project to the finish and cross the bridge. It is actually a skill because you get distracted by the shiny objects. Yeah, I've been there. It's the NESB addresses pain points, handles objections, and has testimonials. Testimonials, if you have testimonials in there, that should do the most of the heavy lifting of your page. Like when a customer or a prospect is reading your sales page, they like it should almost not need to be selling. Like the testimonial should do the selling work for you. You shouldn't really have to convince someone because the testimonials do that for you. And if you have a bank of testimonials as well, that's just that's all you need to sell a product. So that's another tip for you guys. If you're looking for clients for copywriting or in anything, look for clients that already have established products and established email lists and things like this and already have testimonials, because it'll be way easier for you to come in and optimize those things and write for those people versus building something from the ground up and having nothing. Next question, where are we at? I'm posting my pics on IG and not carousels. Like, what is copywriting and stuff? Because that's my client doesn't want to see. Late copy is that my so Vikram, are you posting on Instagram to get copywriting clients? Like, explain to me what you're doing. The AI is a great tool, but people want personality. Yeah, exactly, 100%. What are the best sub niches in the wealth info product niche? Wealth information. You mean like information courses, or like what are you referring to, Bashar? I only use AI check for grammar and clarity. Cool. I got 3 or 4 testimonials on the page. So it sounds like my page is good already from what I told you. To be honest with you, if you think it's 80% of the way there and you're filling in the blanks from, like, you're addressing all the customers' concerns and you're telling people what they're going to get, it's very clear, then I would just send it to the client and just go for it. The testimonials, honest to God, hold so much more weight than written words on a page from a copywriter. Like if you're trying to convince someone, you have to do a lot more work versus when you have a bank of customers that have already said, look, this guy is the shit. Here's the results he's got for me. He can probably do the same for you, or whatever niche he's in. So yeah, I would 100% just send it and use testimonials where possible. Courses. So it's like best sub niches in the wealth info product niche. So, you could go many different avenues with this. It could be information courses. It could be like personal finance if you have background in that. It could be investing, crypto. It could be building wealth as like where to allocate money as a family. There's many different ways you can go with it. And you don't have to have expertise in all these areas, but you can be a copywriter in these spaces. But it does help to have at least from what I've learned and experienced, it does help to have at least interest in the topic you're writing for, and somewhat know what's going on in the niche. I remember I did some writing once in a very profitable niche, and this woman used to sell courses on how to pass a project management course called the PMBOK or something, or PMB. Anyway, it was like a big course in America that was just, I didn't really see the value in it. But these people wanted to take this course to get this badge to show them, look, we've done this, we've done that. Apparently it was a big deal in America. I couldn't give a flying F about project management, all these courses. But I wrote for them, we made sales. But at the same time, it felt like pulling teeth, because it wasn't something I was really interested in or had any passion for. Whereas if I do any writing for, say, I love information courses, I love marketing, personal branding, all this stuff to me comes super naturally. So I can sit and talk for hours on end of it and not get bored. So I feel that for me is easier as well from a writing standpoint. I can just come up with endless ideas. And like I was saying, don't think ChatGPT is like this. What do you call it? I lost train of thought. Don't think ChatGPT is like an enemy and you shouldn't be using it. Use ChatGPT as much as you can, but also remember to give it good prompts and teach it what you want, right? Don't just give it a random prompt that's really vague. Teach it who you're writing for and what you're doing, and then almost like just brush up and just add that human element back in for it. And the more and more you write for a client as well, or in a niche, you'll find that ChatGPT will learn what you're doing. So I wouldn't rely on ChatGPT or AI, but just I would use it as a tool for sure. Where are we at here? I'm not posting things like how to write better copy in carousels or something like that, but good copy versus bad copy. I'm not posting these things. So my client is fitness influencer. So I personally, you don't need a massive following on Instagram. Instagram is a very visual platform for most people growing personal brands and stuff. You don't need an actual big following or anything like that to get clients for copywriting off Instagram. But I do use Instagram as a way to reach out to my potential clients, like your fitness influencers, because you're hanging out where these guys are literally building followings, right? So I suppose it does help to have a little bit of like a social media profile, because if you reach out to a fitness influencer, the first thing they're going to do is check your profile out. Now, for me, I wouldn't be trying to swing my dick around and say, look, I'm this fucking copywriting expert. You can do that, but like also mingle in the fact you are a real person. Like, so show some personality on your Instagram page, and then have in your bio, make it obvious that you are a writer, and like maybe have a link on there to a landing page or something, so it's legit. And then just use that profile to reach out to potential clients from. I know a lot of you guys have reached out to me on my Instagram account, which is my mountain biking Instagram account. I don't reach out to clients for copywriting on that account. I just don't do it, because that's like completely mountain bike focused. Because I've had people message me about copywriting on there, and I very rarely answer the questions because I don't communicate through there about copywriting. Okay, you make you feel confident. Just pull the trigger, Master Duckworth. Just pull the trigger, get it sent. Have they paid you for the copy already? Like, what's the deal with that? Diet coach. So I want to post something that makes them something attractive to read. I mean, you could do, but I just keep those principles in mind. Like, have a good profile on your Instagram, have somewhat of a presence, and then just like for you starting out, you need to be. I mean, I don't know what you are like on video, but for me, I would strongly, if you've got the time, YouTube is a perfect platform to demonstrate your knowledge in copywriting. Like if you want to refer someone back to like what you do and stuff, YouTube is a perfect place to do it. Unlike Instagram and other social media platforms, YouTube is always going out finding people to look at your copy. To look at your videos. Sorry, like it's always trying to find people. It's like Google. It's like a search engine. Whereas Instagram and TikTok and stuff don't really do that. How should I pitch people who use link trees? I mean, they have a non-existing funnel. Well, you need to show them a different way. I'm not a big fan of link trees because it gives people too many options to click. Right? If you're one interesting thing, which again I might add a training to this in the copywriting course, is using automation more. So I've done this to amazing results from my own Instagram. If you go on my Alex Rides MTB Instagram, I was giving away my action camera video settings, and in the video I told people, comment below guide and I'll DM you the guide, right? And that was linked into a piece of software called ManyChat, which had an automation set up that would send the guide straight to them. And that's how I was getting people to opt into my email list, which again, if you're approaching fitness influencers and people like that in any niche and they have a presence on Instagram, this is a fantastic way to build an email list and build a marketing asset for a potential client. Like that is so valuable, ridiculous. That's what I would do. So many people don't even use AI yet. Some of the no-code stuff people are coming out with is insane. We definitely have a head start on leveraging power. Do you know, when I was in America, it's so funny talking to like people because you realize how far ahead you actually are, because they'd be like, oh, have you heard of this chat GPD thing? And you'd be sat there quietly like, oh yeah, it's a good little tool, that, like as if like they've only just discovered it. right? And this thing has been out for like a long time now. So with this, it's almost like trying to not stay ahead of the curve, but at least trying to stay up to date with what AI is doing. And I feel you guys on here at least have a bit of a handle on what AI is and how we can use it as tools. Yeah, I finished the copy. I haven't shown them yet. I warmed them up a little bit and led with the copy I made for them. So have they paid you for the project yet, or is this like a free project, or like is it already a client? Like what's going on? But yeah, everything I'm talking about now, this ManyChat automation for Instagram influencers and Instagram personal brands, that I'm going to put that into my course to show you how you can go and implement that for a potential client, because that is like, it's copywriting, but it's also creating something bigger than copywriting for a client. It's a marketing asset. Like, I'll just give you an example now. Let me just go to my Instagram. I'll show you how bloody powerful this is, right? And just imagine if you had access to this system and you could just go and offer this to a client, right, who didn't have it, right? So there's a post on my Instagram page. There's a couple. Let's try and find one. Right, here we go. So first post on my Instagram, it's pinned to the top of the page. And it has 2,886 comments. Right now, a lot of those also are me commenting back to people. So let's say half of that, 1,000, nearly 1,500 people have requested this guide. That's ridiculous, right? And then they comment below a word like guide or whatever you want to put in, and then the ManyChat system will, depending on what automation you set up, will send it whatever it is you're sending them. So this is ridiculous for growing an email list and collecting email addresses, because then you can pitch services to clients down the road and build a relationship with you. Some of you guys might be on my email list right now. If you read my emails, obviously you're on my email list. That's the power of email marketing. I'm like, again, I could talk about this for days, but all this stuff is literally being made right now in that course. There's a course now on AI, and there's also going to be a course on the automation side of things, which I said. And like right now, I will put it in here again. I'm just going to slash the price down. I mean, it's not really that much of an investment anyway, but I'm just going to put it down to 69 because 69 is a funny number and it's Black Friday. And I'll leave it there until Sunday at midnight. And all these new things will be going inside there. But that in itself, being able to go out and offer these assets to potential clients is more than just copywriting, right? Like copywriting is, like I said to you at the start of the stream, somebody asked me what was the highest amount of revenue you earned from a client. And for me, it was 6K a month. I had a few of those clients going, and I didn't really understand how to scale my business properly. I didn't really want to. Like that was enough for me. But now I'm in a position where I'm like, I could have scaled this so much further. But some of you guys might just be getting started with copywriting. So I understand that. So it might just be like, well, I just want a client or two. I want a little bit of a side income coming in, anything. And that's where I started. But with the power of AI now and tools like this, it's like every single person on planet Earth should have a side income. Like it should be mandatory. And if you're not thinking about building assets, then you should be money, like accumulating assets. Where are we at here? I've lost track of the comments to make me feel confident. How do I pitch people? Where are we at here? Blah, blah, blah. I finished the copy. I haven't shown them yet. I mean, I'm going to show it to them soon. Then I'm going to make a Loom video explaining what I can do for them and hopefully land a call. Just remember, like, I don't know how much you're charging for your service and stuff, but just remember the business owner's got other things going on as well. So, like, respect their time. And I would, some part of me almost is trying to avoid doing sales calls right now, because if you're pitching a service to someone and somebody kind of knows the value you're going to offer, then just treat it as almost like a restaurant and be like, look, here's the menu, here's the prices, choose what you want. And if they don't want it, it's not for them. You shouldn't have to, like, in some respect, you shouldn't have to convince somebody why they need copywriting, right? If you have to get on a sales call to convince them why they need copywriting, they're not a right client for you and they ain't going to spend good money. like I want to post something that makes them feel like, yeah, this guy's legit help scale my business. I want to post. Vikram, have you got any clients yet? That'd be the first place I would start. Best books on copywriting to improve your skills and discover new strategies. Some of the old marketing books from Gary Halbert. It's got something called the Boron Letters that teaches you a lot of fundamental skills about marketing and communication. The Copywriting Handbook. I would just grab a few books like that, and then just invest in somebody or something that has like somebody who's done what you're trying to do, like a course or a mentor or whatever, whether it's me or somebody else. Boost reach 2, correct. Apparently including a video on a landing page can boost conversion rate. Yeah, 1,000%. So if you go and look at my landing page for Zero to Paid, you'll notice all my landing pages literally follow the same structure because they work. You have a pre-header that calls out your audience, a header, which is like the attention grabber, the video underneath, which is like a video sales letter or explains what I'm offering basically. And then underneath that, there's a call to action to buy if you're ready. And then below that, there's a sales page. That's essentially how it works. And the sales page is obviously written in a certain structure, in a certain way to build trust and outline like what's happening. What I heard on a sales call is never mentioned copywriting, but you are handling current problem they have in like a prospect. And their pain points. So I don't have a Discord channel. Yes, as well. When you were asking about Lan, you're asking about copywriting books. Again, I don't want to like do some blatant pitching, but inside that Zero to Paid course, there is a fucking amazing set of audio recordings from Eugene Schwartz, who was literally the best copywriter who's ever lived. And these are like really rare audio recordings. And I've listened to them so many times and they are timeless. So like no matter what happens in the world, as long as humans exist, this will still be relevant. And those audio recordings, I've never heard it like in many other places. You can't find them on YouTube or anything. So yeah, Master Duckworth, I would not call yourself a copywriter. I would call yourself more of like an email marketing strategist or something like that, or an email marketing, like whatever pain point you solve. I wouldn't call yourself a copywriter. Copywriting is one element of this, but I want to enable you guys with the tools to go out and offer to potential clients like ways to solve their marketing problems. Copywriting is a big part of that, but there's also other components to it. But yeah, I don't have a Discord. How would you describe your journey of going from non-work to taking the leap of faith and it working out? So there's videos on my channel about this, but essentially I lived at home with my parents till I was like 23 or something. By which time I was a personal trainer before that. And my mum and dad, my mum more so than my dad, was, she worked for the NHS, still does, as a midwife. And very much like 9 to 5 is the way forward, when you're going to get a real job kind of thing. So every time I tried my own like businesses and side hustles and stuff that kind of semi-worked, there's always this looming thing around me like, why is my mum and dad like, or my mum more specifically, like holding me back? So like I was a personal trainer, and then in the personal training journey, I joined a fitness mastermind, and inside there was a course on copywriting or a video on copywriting, which I watched. And that was the first time I was exposed to copywriting. And I was like, holy shit, this is lucrative. This is insane. Why am I training clients in the gym one-to-one doing this when I could be building this business that I could have freedom and location independence, which is what I've always wanted, to just be able to work from a laptop wherever I'm in the world. That's what I love to do. I love that freedom, whether you actually just want to stay at home or not, but I like the choice, right? So I use copywriting to get clients into my fitness business. And then I decided to jump ship completely and leave the fitness industry because I was so sick of it, and went all in on copywriting. And one of my first clients stuck with me all the way to like pretty much like a year or two ago. And like it was like 6 years, 5 or 6 years we worked together. And that was mainly email marketing. And yeah, it was like fitness stuff and fitness and copywriting for a while. And then I just went all in on copywriting. And that was the end of this. That was the way it went. Where are we at now with questions? Where can I DM you regarding a business proposal? I mean, you can put it here or you can send it to my email. That's what it meant. Yeah. So, I mean, clients aren't stupid, but I think if you call yourself a copywriter, you are literally putting yourself in the same bucket as everybody else. And in this world of marketing, this fast world of paced world of marketing, we need ways to stand out, right? So we need ways to stand out from everybody else and show how we are different, right? That would be my quite important point on that. What do you think about creating an offer around getting people out of spam guaranteed? I mean, you could offer that to people. That's something that I have fallen in the trap of before. And you can even tell me, guys, I don't know where my emails actually land, but I've had that in the past where people have messaged me saying, hey, dude, your emails are landing in spam. I'm like, fuck, like what? Why? Is it like the way I've set my emails up, or I don't know what it is? Because I know I would get a way bigger response rate by people landing in main inbox than spam, for sure. Like that's a decent offer. And if it's an easy fix for you, then yeah. I'm going to stay around for another 9 minutes. I'm going to stay for 45 minutes total. So you guys have any questions? And I'll leave this link here live until Sunday at midnight with that little bit of a discount off. And I will be adding new stuff to this in the next couple of weeks as well. So there will always be new stuff going in there. Where are we at now? Oh, look in here. I'm actually going to go for fish and chips tonight, I think. I've not had fish and chips for dinner for ages, and I love being back in the UK and having fish and chips. There's a place down the road from me, and it's like so good. Where are we at now? All right, take care, Bashar. Have a good evening. So from what you told me, I'm ready. I just need to go out. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is mindset. Like I can tell you that now from working in some of the businesses. Mindset is your mindset. I mean, that word in itself, mindset. Your mind is set. You need like a mind shift, right? Even the wording you use is. I don't think people take that. I think people a lot take that for granted. But you should definitely find ways to get out your own way. And sometimes having somebody to hold you accountable can do that. Like, I know you're on the stream now, and I'm telling you, just fucking do it. Just send the piece of copy to your client. Stop dwelling on it. Wouldn't disturb the flow. I'll email you. Look out for. All right, cool. Enjoy. Someone was just saying they're leaving. Yeah. I think I might do some more of these live streams as well. If you guys are actually enjoying them, maybe I will actually let people know I'm doing them as well. That might be a bonus. But yeah, I think I will do that. In fact, I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to go and sort my life out and get some dinner. Accountability buddies, encouragement, any plans for community? I mean, we had the community on school for a while. If that is something you guys want, I'm probably going to relaunch. I might think about relaunching it. It was more a time commitment for myself, but if it's something that you feel will help you do things, maybe I can just host everything inside a community. So it would be like all the courses, community, everything in one place. But yeah, I'm going to go now. I will think about the community again because I know a lot of people ask for that. And have a great weekend. And yeah, take care. See you in a bit.